get started. Oh, hi, good evening. Today I'm going to give you a demonstration of a ride-in application. The ride-in application works very similar to the concept of Uber, in which we have a customer and we have a driver. So in this mobile device I have deployed the application for the customer, and in this tablet device I have deployed the application for the driver. So what I'm going to do in this demonstration is like I'm going to show you how the application interacts between the customer and the driver in a very seamless fashion. So if you see, it's like in the customer application I get to see two options over here, which is sign up, sign in, and registration. If I click on register, I get an opportunity to sign in over here or register over here. But I already have an account, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to sign into the customer account. So I'm going to use the account over here, which is for a demo account, which is Akshay @quicknetsoft.com, and I'm going to use the password, which is 123123. So I'm going to sign in over here. So if you see, it's like I've signed in the customer application. So what happens is like it is trying to fetch in the current location of mine. So if you see, it's like it is very similar to Uber. The moment you log in, you get to see this map, and you'll come to know like what is your exact geolocation over here. I'm doing this video from Mexico City, so you'll come to know it's like I'm able to see the map of Mexico City over here. Let me go to the menu option. If I go to the menu option, you get to see it's like in the menu option I get to see my profile information over here. That's the first option which is available for me. The home option will take me to the home page. I see an option which is for a fixed rate. Fixed rate is an option, let's say it's like as a customer, if I want to go from airport to any other location, so all the fixed rate options are going to be available over here. My trip is an option in which it's like whatever trips I'm booking, all the trip history and everything is going to be managed over here. Payment is the tab in which the customer gets an opportunity to save the credit card information. Promotion is the tab in which the customer will get to see all the regular promotions which the company is sending to him. Share is an option in which the customer can share the application to his friends, and thus he can earn a lot of reward points. Help is an option in which the customer will get to see it's like if he wants to take any help or want to understand the application, everything is available in the help info tab. About us will show the information about the company. Panic button is an option. Let's say it's like the customer is traveling and he faces certain difficulty, so he just has to press the panic button and immediately a notification is going to go to the administrative team, and the administrative team can interact with the customer and solve his problem. Sign out is just a sign out option. So what we're going to do is like as the purpose of the demonstration is to show how the customer interacts with the driver in a seamless fashion. So I'm going to go back to the home page. If I go back to the home page, it's fetching in my current location where I'm located. So if you see, the current location is fetched up. What I'm going to do over here is I'm going to put in the destination location over here. Let's say I put the destination location, which is Polanco, which is a little far from this place, but that's okay. Now let me take you to the driver application. We got to make sure it's like the driver are available because the customer is now booking the trip. So I'm going to go back in the driver application. If I go back to the driver application, I'll log into the driver application from here. So I'm going to use the user ID, which is Akshay let's say I use 5477 @gmail.com. That's the driver, and I'm going to use the password 123123. So I'm going to sign in the driver application. If I sign in the driver application, the driver interface is very simple. It's very clean. All is the tab in which you get to see all your trips over here. Upcoming trips you'll get to see over here, and completed trip, the driver is going to see all the completed trips over here. Now what I'm going to do is like if I click on this menu, the menu is also simple. The driver gets to see his trips and the driver can change his profile from this section. Now what I'm going to do is like since we want to book a trip, if you see, it's like that is my current location, that is the location I want to reach. I'm going to say book now. I'm going to say I want to go via use an option which is SUV. So what happens is like immediately the information is fetched in. It shows is like the journey time is going to be 19 minutes. The maximum size that the car is going to allow is going to be 8 passenger, and it is showing me the Canadian price over here, which is 65.75. So what I'll be doing is like I'm going to click on done. So done is like it gives me an option whether I want to pay by cash or whether I want to pay by credit card. Let's say I say it's like I want to pay by cash. So I say it's like a request to pick up. So I've done a pickup request now. Now I'll show you it's like what happens immediately after the pickup request. If you see, it's like it says thank you, your ride has been booked. So my ride is booked. I get a notification, thank you for booking the ride. Now what happens is like I go back to the driver application. The driver is immediately going to get the notification like a trip is available for him. So if you see the trip is available from this location to this location, if the driver want to see, it's like the customer location, he can click on this, he can see the customer location, he can accept the trip or he can reject the trip. I'm going to accept the trip. Let's see what happens after acceptance of trip. So I clicked on acceptance of trip. I get a notification, pick up new trip. That was the request which came from the customer to the driver. So I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to see it's like if the customer has got any notification. The customer has got the notification. Akshay has accepted the booking. So Akshay is the driver. So let me go back over here. And so my trip is here. It's like the customer gets to see it's like who's the driver. If I want to contact the driver, call him or send him a message, this facility is available over here. I'm going to go back to the driver. Now the driver, what is going to happen in the driver is like the driver can pick up, click on a button which is pick up now. We also have given a provision in which the driver can say it's like he's waiting outside. If he reaches the customer location, he can click on this saying that he's waiting outside. So notification immediately goes to the customer saying that he's waiting outside. But what we are going to do in this case is like I'm gonna start the trip. Let's say I've fetched in the customer, and so I've fetched in the customer is in the car and we are traveling. So I'm going to wait for a moment. Let's wait for a few seconds and then I'll end the trip. So let's see it's like how the notification works. So we'll wait for a couple of seconds and let's say I want to finish the trip. So I've not traveled anywhere. I'm going to finish the trip. So the distance that I've traveled is like zero. It will be 0 kilometer. So the distance is 0 kilometer. The journey time is also 0 because I ended the trip very faster. But if you see the minimum fare which is applied is like is 10 Canadian dollar. The base fare is coming as 0. The distance fare is coming as 0. The duration is coming as 0. And I get to see I traveled from this location to this location. If you remember, my destination location was different, but we haven't done the travel over here. So it shows my destination, my source location and destination location is the same. So I'm going to go back. I see it's like my task is completed. If I click on completed, I get to see it's like it has come in the completed thing. I go back to the customer and if I come over here and click on my trips, I'll see it's like, oh, this is the trip which is available over here. It's a completed trip. I traveled from this place to this place and the charges which have applied is 10 Canadian dollar over here. And I also have received an invoice. So I'm going to click on my email and I get to see I've received an invoice 8th of September from 9 p.m. to 9:01 p.m. because we ended up the trip very, very faster. The car was this, the kilometer was this, the booking time was this, the distance which was traveled is 0 and the charges which I have applied is 10 Canadian dollar. So this is how it's like the application interacts between customer and the driver, and the driver can also interact back to the customer. Thanks for watching the demo. If you have any questions about it, do let us know. Thanks. Bye for now.